Has Justin Thomas's career faced an unexpected setback?
I know that any tournament that I win in the future, he'll be smoking a cigar up in heaven watching me.
We're exploring the ups and downs of his golf career, from his early wins and big successes to the challenges and injuries that have affected his performance. We'll see how he's working to stay among the top players. This is going to be an exciting journey. Our team looked into detailed sources from Sportskeeda and Essentially Sports, uncovering all the key moments of Justin's career. We've got the inside scoop and stories you won't want to miss. Let's begin with his recent struggles. Is his golf career in trouble? He has faced significant challenges. Despite being a central figure in discussions early on, his performance has taken a sharp downturn. For years, Thomas was among the top golfers globally, known for his exceptional ball striking skills. However, it's now been over 800 days since his last PGA Tour victory, raising questions about the longevity of success in modern golf. Historically, a select few golfers have consistently excelled at the highest levels across generations. He seemed destined to join their ranks. His golfing pedigree is impressive. His grandfather competed in PGA championships and a U.S. Open alongside legends like Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer, and his father, Mike Thomas, also pursued a career in golf. Growing up in Kentucky in the 1990s, he showed extraordinary promise from a young age, surpassing the achievements of previous generations in his family. He won numerous youth tournaments, even impressing Michael Jordan when he was just 13. By the time he was 16, he became the third youngest golfer in history to make the cut at a PGA Tour event during the 2009 Wyndham Championship. After high school, he continued his rise at the University of Alabama, where he won the Haskins Award as the most outstanding collegiate golfer in his freshman year, and helped his team secure Alabama's first national golf championship in 2013. He then turned professional, earning his PGA Tour card after a strong performance on the Web.com Tour. In what ways did Justin's career progress differ from Jordan Spieth's early successes? Although his early professional career wasn't as flashy as that of his contemporary, Jordan Spieth, who quickly made a name for himself by winning the PGA Tour Rookie of the Year award, he steadily climbed the ranks. However, with many new talents emerging on the tour, Justin's early successes are now often overshadowed. It's clear that his early years were often overshadowed by Jordan Spieth. Despite being friends since their junior golf days, the comparisons between the two have been inevitable, especially with Spieth's early dominance in the golf world. In his early years on tour, he showed promise, but as his career progressed, the narrative shifted. During his debut season, the same year Jordan Spieth nearly clinched the Grand Slam, he secured 7 top 10 finishes out of 27 starts, a solid, though not extraordinary, performance. It hinted at the talent that would define his career. Thomas earned his first tour victory at the start of the 2015-16 season, and while he continued to show potential with 7 more top 10 finishes, he also missed 6 cuts. He earned $4 million in prize money that year, solidifying his place on the tour, though he wasn't dominating like Tiger Woods or Scottie Scheffler. His breakthrough came during the 2016-17 season. From October to January, he secured 3 wins and 2 more top 10 finishes in just 6 events, a rare streak in today's game. Although these weren't major championships, he would eventually win one. That season, however, wasn't all smooth sailing. He tied for 22nd at the Masters, 9th at the U.S. Open, and missed the cut at the Open Championship. Despite some stellar performances, he couldn't secure a win after January, while his friend Jordan Spieth claimed the Open Championship and continued to grab headlines. By the time they entered the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow, Spieth was ranked 2nd in the world, while he was 14th, despite being the same age. Why did Justin have trouble staying consistent despite his big tournament wins? That year, he seized the opportunity at the PGA Championship, winning his first major while many big names like Phil Mickelson and Rory McIlroy faltered. His victory, marked by impressive rounds, finally gave him bragging rights over Spieth. By the end of the year, he was right behind Spieth in the world rankings, closely trailing Dustin Johnson and positioned to take over the top spot. As the tour's money leader that season, he was on the cusp of becoming the best in the world. He won another tournament 3 weeks after Quail Hollow and secured second place at the Tour Championship, earning the PGA Player of the Year award. However, despite his success, it's important to note that he was not consistently dominant. With 6 missed cuts that year, he was a hit-or-miss player, a trend that continued as he became the world #1 several times in the following years. In 2018, he had a strong year with 3 wins and double-digit top 10 finishes for the second year in a row. However, he was less impressive in the majors, with a tie for 6th finish at the PGA Championship being his best result. Despite moments of brilliance, his inconsistency showed, such as missing the cut at the Open Championship after following a strong round with a poor one. The following season was similar. Brilliant moments like going 17 under through 3 rounds at the Genesis Open were overshadowed by disappointing performances, including a 4-over final round that cost him the win. Thomas missed more cuts that year, but ended on a high note by winning the BMW Championship and finishing 3rd at the Tour Championship. Why has Justin Thomas been struggling to win more titles? By the end of 2019, he was a household name and one of the most well-known players on tour. However, he wasn't dominating the tour like Rory McIlroy in 2014 or Jordan Spieth in 2015. While he could beat anyone on his best day, finding that day at the right time was challenging. Some speculate it's due to his swing or mentality, but the exact reason is unclear. In 2020, inconsistency continued. He won the Century Tournament of Champions in January, missed the cut at the Sony Open a week later, finished 3rd at the Waste Management Phoenix Open in February, and missed the cut again at the Genesis Invitational. This pattern of inconsistency persisted throughout his career. In the 2022 PGA Championship, despite 4 rounds of solid golf from Will Zalatoris, he staged an incredible comeback on Sunday, erasing a 7-stroke deficit to force a playoff, which he won to claim his second major. It was his first win of the season and his last to date. So why hasn't he won since then? And why have we seen less of him? Comparing his numbers from this season to 2019 shows slight declines in most areas of his game, although his play around the green has improved. His iron play, however, is not as sharp as it used to be. While the changes aren't drastic, they are noticeable. He's reportedly been dealing with a nagging hip injury for about a year, and while some speculate that getting married changed his priorities, that's debatable. Even today, we see glimpses of the game that earned him those trophies, like his first round at Royal Troon during the Open this year, or his 8th place finish at the PGA Championship. It's also worth noting that the competition is tougher now, with many talented golfers making it harder to win consistently. Wow, what a journey through Justin Thomas's career. From his impressive early victories to the challenges he's faced, it's clear that his story is far from over. If you enjoyed this deep dive into his ups and downs, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting golf content and athlete stories.